before the attack happens, I'm assuming. Oh, he's crying. Bro, this is not the time. This is not the time. Good morning, everybody, and good afternoon, whichever one it may be for you. We are back with another episode of Grounds of Aces 3. This will be episode. I'm sorry, did I just say Ground of Aces 3? I'm sorry. I meant to say Ground of Aces, episode 3. So, with that being said, here is our little base. These videos are being pre recorded. The first video should be coming out today, September 15th. So, we still have a tarp storage. Our mess hall is now a complete wooden building. So, we'll ignore that plant in there. It's just part of the building. We have a little electronics shed, and I built a brick building. I was going to try something, but I don't think it's going to work very well. Um, if anything, it'd be a safety shelter. I think that's what I was maybe thinking of. Today there are a couple things I would like to probably try here, so we can have more planes. Not worried about any more planes for right now. Um, this guy is working on that thing. Interesting. Okay, so these are actually very damaged. So we are suffering from attacks. So we have 3 days before our next shipment. So with those 3 days, we are going to be getting a radio tower. So that radio tower I would like to place somewhere right here. But before that, so this is our road heading in and out of the base. So what I would like to do is create ourselves a little guard shack area just for a little bit of giggles and stuff like that. Some decoration for right now. So we are going to do a 2x2 building. And this is going to be our guard building. All right, so we got that going. Floor decorations, hey. Let's see here. We need cement for the most of this. Okay. That is absolutely fine. So we'll get that building going for right now. And we'll queue up some cement. What do we need for cement? Okay, so this is. We'll do this until we have like 25. And we're going to have to get some more water going here. So go find some water real quick. I'm just checking up here, making sure there's nothing up here for us to use. It's been a couple days since I've played the game, so there's some water there. Some water there. And right there. So that's 3 little ponds. Okay. Well, that is not too bad then. So we'll go back to our base here. I would like to tear down the rest of this eventually, but we'll have to wait for a minute. Oh, there's another pond right there. So we will get the rest of all of that gone and done and out of the way. So here's our little guard booth. That's not too bad. It is leisure time, so we have 47 intel. I'm not too certain what intel is actually spent on. We are also going to need more repair parts eventually. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on that. So they're eating as of currently. I would like the fence here to be all the way to the right here for the first half, and then the fence to kind of follow along the lines of this wooden one here, but going all the way down this way to the end of these runways. I don't plan on having anything at the end of the runways. So, because they land and they take off both this way. So we have 5 aircraft. I think when we get our bomber up, our bombing airfield is probably going to be this way, long wise. I do apologize. My nose is just stuffy for some reason. So I did see a water pump. So does that actually do anything? I wonder if we get this, if we don't have to rely on the water ponds to get our water. So this is the back half of the mess hall. So I wonder, I'm gonna build like a small wooden shed in the back half for food. Okay, so we have a dangerous recon mission. So we'll go ahead and get our planes up in the air for this here. Excuse me. All right, let's do William Frost and a Hawker Hurricane, Douglas Fitzgerald. So, okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started on our storage building for our food here. Okay, so we got our storage shed matched out for the wood. Our little outhouse over here. We now have 10 cement, so we are going to create a siren on a pole. We will do this just right outside of the base there. And then, of course, we'll build a flag at the entrance of the base. It takes 20 cement. We can create a roadblock, though. So we are definitely going to do that. And we also need to create some bricks here. So we'll create about, we'll say 50 bricks. That'll save us for a little bit. We'll designate this as a storage once this gets built up. And I kind of want to start changing the ground type into cement around this area of the base. So that way our troops aren't walking on the... What are you guys doing? Oh, you guys are getting water. That's right. Okay. So we're going to make some major gains in this one here. So we got 2 days before the shipment. I would like to get this siren built, please. There we go. So, in the last episode, I know it doesn't show because I was pressed for time and stuff like that, but this building right here keeps getting bombed. I had like 3 air raid attacks, and this one kept like just getting destroyed. So that's why I built that one in expectance of maybe them bombing this instead of their sleeping quarters. I would hope. So we can make low caliber and high caliber. I do think we need some low cal. So we will get that going to that. Hopefully somebody goes and does that because these guys, they should all take high cal. Yeah, high cal and low cal. Okay. Okay, so the Supermarine takes high cal and low cal. It's the Hawkers that take high cal. Okay. Well, hopefully that gentleman can make some and we can get that going. And I would like to get another Bofors gun, but we both know that's not going to happen. What do we need to get the next tier of airfield? A runway tier 3, a minimum of 3+ runways, and a minimum 6+ parking spots to get to an A field. Okay. So I think we should probably work on defenses before we do that. Because our last air raid was huge. It was huge. I had like 2 bombers and 2 fighters and stuff like that. It was not very fun. I am not going to lie to you. It was not. Okay. It is a shame that I can't build buildings out of oh, I can. Would you look at that? Nice. That's actually really, really nice. So I wonder if I can create like a command structure. Yeah, let's do this. And then try to mirror that fencing here. There we go. Up, and then up, and then we will do that. Perfect. We will do a straight. Oh, nope. You don't play a game for a couple days and you automatically forget. We'll do that. And then that. Yep. And I just had to say something. Scramble, 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 scramble. I don't know where they're coming from, but hopefully our planes can get off. No, so we have a bomber and 4 fighters. That's gonna be bad. I bet you they go straight for the living quarters again. Are you guys all hiding in there? Oh no. Oh no, that's bad. Okay, the bomber's gonna be coming in soon. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so they struck the airfield, so that's all that matters. Alright, so we lost the roof on this apparently, which that's a shame. Oh, and we shot down the bomber. So that was a very costly attack for them. So we desperately need to get that radio tower up. I would very much so like to get that going. And I'm gonna go ahead and create more. Let's make more of these um, saw boards here. Can I just type? Oh, I no, but I can shift click. That's fine with me actually. So 260. And let's get 55 going here. So it is sleeping time for them, which that is fine. We will get a water pump going. We'll do it right next to the garden, actually. I do prefer that a little bit. All right, so where were we? We were creating a thing here. All right, there we go. And that is that. We will destroy. Can I harvest that actually? Oh, yep. Harvest, harvest, and harvest. Perfect. So the outline of our base is pretty much going. Okay, so everything is done. We have our entranceway here. That thing is looking pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie. We are also going to add a poster here. The enemy is watching poster. Don't mind if I do. We will do that there to remind all who come here that the enemy is watching. Okay, so we got a little bit of that stuff going on, so that's fine with me. So in the next half, when we get the next shipment, this is going to be our command area here. It will be comprised out of, if I can go ahead, actually, I'm going to go ahead and get, ooh, I do not want to destroy that pond, please. We'll destroy all of that, actually. Yeah. Okay. So, our shipment is going to comprise of a radio tower. I don't want to do that, but I'm going to need to do that. So, it's going to suck, but it is what it is, I guess. So, we'll get a single radio tower. That'll give us advanced time and warning for what needs to be done. Oh, that's a sand. Nice. And I am going to create this as concrete. We'll make the command area look pretty nice. Mm, good. So we do have additional water for the water pump, so that's actually pretty decent then. That does work for me. All right, and just like that, we have our nice, beautiful area laid out here. Can I maybe make this a little bit better? Ooh, I can. Heck yeah. All right, looks like we're just touching that stuff up real good. Yep. Okay. So we have our radio tower here, and we are going to build it in the back here. How much cement do I got? Medium bomber interception. That's done and done. We're gonna have to get rid of this Gloucester. This little thingy-manobber that you would call I don't know, a thing, I guess. All right, we're gonna need a lot of cement here because I would like to create this little thing here. So we are going to go ahead and get it laid out. Let's do here cement floor. You're gonna do it's gonna take 280 cement. And this is gonna be the command structure here with a single entrance way. No, we're gonna have a 2-time entrance way here.
So now the Germans are dive bombing a convoy out into sea. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 German dive bombers. Junkers 87. There's one going down on his target now. One, no, missed the ship. He hasn't hit a single ship. There are about 10 ships in the convoy, but he hasn't hit a single one. And there you can hear anti-aircraft going at now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 10 German.
You just hear a guy in the background saying "For England." All right, so I don't know how much concrete that's gonna need, but it's gonna need a lot of concrete. So we are going to have to stay on top of our water. So we are going to have to go and harvest the ponds again, because it is going to take a lot of water. If they can get that radio tower built too, that'd be great, preferably for the next interception. I don't know how much time it gives us for the interception, but some time is better than no time, honestly. So we shouldn't really need sand because we should have a lot of sand, honestly. We really should. 115 sand? Apparently not. Alright. But I say all of our food should be going in there now. Hmm. I would like to create. Do we have any? Hmm. No. Okay. Well, that sucks, kind of, in a way. Tarp and camouflage. So a tailoring system. Concrete pad for that Bofors there. I do prefer that. Or should I cancel all that and create a... Yeah. Alright, so we're going to get a concrete pad built here. These guys are in the process of building the command structure here. And they are also in the process of building the radio tower. So, we are also done with the medium bomber interception. We lost... Oh, William Frost, man. You didn't do very good, did you? Almost got shot down, my dear friend. Almost got shot down. So this guy is making as much as he can for concrete here. So we have all of that going. I would like for this to be for meals. Yeah, there we go. Not just for food, but for meals, really. I mean, we can create a separate one for food later. Kind of find it funny that these guys are walking through their barracks to get all that built up. All right, we're gonna skip time ahead until they get all of this done. All right, so we got a rainy recon mission going out. If this goes sideways, it goes sideways pretty badly. We should go ahead and check on the planes and stuff that we have and perform maintenance on them as we should. So it looks like our Spit Marine and our Hawker. No? Alright. We'll get this guy repaired for health then. And this one's okay for the most part. So I'm probably going to turn this into a tier 5 airfield soon. I like the concept of having a dual launch system here going on, but this guy is fearful. I do not know why. Alright, and I will join you guys back in just a little bit. Alright, so our early warning detection system has actually worked and allowed our planes to scramble. And we're waiting for one more crew member to get on his Bofors gun before the attack happens, I'm assuming. Oh, he's crying. Bro, this is not the time. This is not the time. I have no idea where the rest of the... Oh, there's somebody right there. But I have no idea where the rest of the squad is. It says single bomber spotted. There's a guy right there. Okay, looks like we have 2 bombers inbound. Our planes managed to shoot down 2 fighters. What a man. Oh. Oh. That dude literally just destroyed 90% of our stuff right there. That was a Heinkel, I'm pretty certain it was. Yeah. Oh, that was absolutely horrible. That dude managed to shoot down and ruin like half of our resources right there. What a shame. What a shame. Honestly, it really was. Ah, man, that sucks. Oh, that's like trash pile too. Like literal trash pile. Most of our water and everything was in that. Ah, that's a shame. Man. Well, I mean, it's gonna have to be okay. Because I don't really have much of a choice. So, I mean, it sucks, but... Alright, I will see you guys here in just a moment. Alright, so with this attack taking place, we are actually going to commit to building the cement storage for our fuel and munitions. And 3, let's see here, 3 and 3. So we'll create a 2-door here. A 2-door there. 2-door there. And a 2-door there. Alongside with cement floor, cement floor, cement floor,
and then another cement floor. And then we are going to create. Oop, gonna have to build a wall here. Oh, that's not what I want. Yeah, so we are gonna have to go ahead and get another Bofors gun and some fuel, because I'm fairly certain that, yeah, it took all of our fuel on that one right there. So it's a shame, it really is. So concrete, 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 and then this is gonna be a concrete blast, and this is gonna be a concrete blast. I say that because the fighters and the bombers are going this way, so in my head, it's gonna look cool. Okay. So there's our very first. That's gonna be our fuel and munitions bunker, and then this gun here is gonna go there. Small troop transport. These guys are all in desperate need of repairs. Okay. We'll get you guys on the ball because we still have to pull our leg if we want what we need. So until then, we are desperately going to have to do what we're going to have to do. So we're going to have to chop down all those trees and all of those. So that way I can get stuff back on the ball and get things moving. Small troop transport was a success. So we're going to need 2 more. I would like to upgrade this to auto saved. I don't want to know how fighter planes can pick up what the troops, but it is fine. Light fighter interception. Okay, no, we need to provide the necessary repairs, and it does not look like, yeah, we lost all of our repair parts in that fighter, in that mission. So that is a shame. Honestly, it really is. Can I make that a 99? Yeah. All right. You two have gotten the short straw, unfortunately. So, all right, let's continue. We need to harvest more water to keep our concrete fortifications ongoing. Mission success. I'm gonna have to go ahead and harvest some more of the sand here. All right, now we'll see you guys in just a little bit.
Okay, so we have a scramble alert. All of our planes are taken off. Some of them are severely damaged and very low on health because we have no repair parts. We have an additional Bofors gun up and ready to go when the time is right. So we're going to let our planes take off and we're going to see what's going on. Our constructions of our bunkers and everything is underway very well. Our
bunker over here is going to be our resource depot for weapons, repair kits, and fuel and ammo. And then this is going to be our headquarters. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward this. Get all of our planes up in the air. Okay, so we have a bomber. Well, we have two bombers. We lost 2 of our own fighters and 2 fighters incoming. So shot 1 down. So now all we got is 2 bombers. It looks like they're going for our storage depot again. Yep, they're gone. So I hate to see who we lost, because we did lose um, some men, unfortunately. We really did. I'm trying to think of where we can create a graveyard at. So we've lost 3 men so far. Unfortunately, due to a bombing accident, we did not have the repair parts to repair their planes. I tried to make some repair parts, but that did not happen, unfortunately. So I am not too happy, unfortunately. We lost our glossers, sadly. So we are going to get uh 2 supermarines. And these planes are no longer allowed on the flight until they get repaired. We are low on seeds. I'm very well aware of that. Hopefully we get some more when that stuff goes on. So we are going to cancel this because there's nothing I can do about it. No. Did we already beat what HQ wants us? Yes. And then some. So we are not doing no more. Okay. So for our next shipment, I have decided to go ahead and get a thing of cement, 2 things of repair parts, and 1 thing of fuel.
Okay, so I decided to go ahead and turn our storage unit or storage space into a wood
because I'm running extremely low on tarp, and I would like to do away with tarp for the most part. Even though it's cheap, it's effective, but not effective during the bombing runs. So it's getting pretty expensive to build these concretes. Um, so I think our next truckload is probably going to be all concrete, honestly.
All right, so we got to scramble. Hopefully these guys can shoot the planes down this time. All right, so we got 2 fighters coming in this time. So thankfully they actually went after the bombers. We didn't lose a single plane. That is key. Didn't lose a single plane. So I'm gonna wait for these guys to come in and attack.
Excuse me? That was fast. Apparently we shot them down. That's kind of my fault. I had the
Speed button going, really?
Alright, so it's time for these guys to go to sleep.
And we are going to end the video there. We have one more day until
Our shipment is in. So we're going to go over with what we got. We have, this is almost built, thank God, because that is taking a lot of our resources. And so is our munitions bunker. So with those almost getting built, I think our next truckload is mostly going to be repair parts and concrete. Some fuel. So without that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here, and I will see you guys in the next one.